Alright, we good? Ooh, that highlighter is popping. Look at that. Ooh, ooh, blinded. I'm blind. This is Charlotte, your hypothetically recovering shopaholic turned theoretical parent. Yes, this is a series of parental advice videos from a non-parent. I know, controversial, right? Am I trying to be cancelled by my subscribers? Maybe. I like making videos about parenthood because that is what all my classmates and my batchmates are all talking about. So no, I am not trying to be cancelled by you, nor am I claiming to be a family psychologist or a child expert. I just have a lot of thoughts and opinions. Yeah, that's a general summary of me. And this series also serves as like a video diary for me, recording all my thoughts and insights about parenting before I became a parent. And one day, if and when I do, then I'm going to compare what I thought now from what I will think then. Am I going to be a super mom or a monster mom? Probably the latter. But anyway, so my first video in this type of series was called Disciplining by Sequence. I will link it up here. And this video today is about conventional dreams that parents project on their children. So to give you a brief background, I was brought up in a household that was neither lenient nor strict. My parents never pressured us to be awardees. They were happy if we just passed, but of course they would be happier if we were awardees. So there was no actual pressure from them, and they always acted surprised when I presented them with an award. So it was like it wasn't an expectation. So that was their lenient side. The strict side came out because they didn't allow us to watch television except on weekends. So there was still that discipline instilled on us that was not so lenient. Aside from the academics, I was pretty well-rounded also. I was a cheer dancer, I was in glee club, I was good in literature, but I really hated math. Math was my first enemy. Math, galit na galit ako sa math. Gusto ko makipagsuntukan sa math. Gusto kong ipaligpit si math. Ayoko na siya sa earth. Gusto ko siyang ipag-disappearing act sa earth. I hated math, just like I hate sashimi. College entrance exam season came. Dan, dan, dan! Super turning point in the life of a high school student. And my dad, my papa, being a banker all his life, advised me to take accounting, just like him, or business management, or economics, so I can climb the corporate ladder like him one day. These courses, business management, accountancy, economics, they are all heavy in math. And we have already established that I hated math. My dad helps me with my math homework after he gets home from work at 10 p.m. And yet he advises me to take courses that are math heavy. It was because he thinks these courses will give me a chance at financially secure jobs one day, just like him. And being 16 or 17 years old back then, I didn't know any better. I didn't have Google or YouTube back then to know more about my options. My dad was my idol, and I wanted the life that he built for us, so I wanted to twinning with him. So all my first choices in my college entrance exams were those courses: business administration, accountancy, management economics. In UP, I did not pass my first choice, which was accounting. I passed my second choice, which was public administration, which could be a pre-law course. So anyway, in my mind, pre-law course in UP, public administration. I could still get rich being a lawyer. So that's what I did. I went to UP and studied public administration. And I had 3 pasang-awa grades, and one of them was accountancy. Are you surprised? So what did I do after I graduated public administration? Did I go to UP Law? No, I became a singer. And of course, my dad, being half strict and half lenient, he didn't want me to be a singer, but he just let me be because he probably thought it was just a phase. But was it a phase? Oh no. But it wasn't a phase. It was a phase that lasted 2021 minus 2013. Ilang years yon? 18 years? 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, see, diba? Bobo sa math. I have to count with my fingers. 18 years. As a singer, almost right after graduation, I went abroad. I went to Japan to sing. I got to travel and meet so many interesting characters, personalities, and nationalities. And I got to do work that was so fun and glam. And throughout my career as a traveling singer, my dad will always make it, how about you take your master's degree? How about you go to law school? And my answer would always be like, thank you, Papa, but no thank you. I was already earning at least $1,000 back then, and the exchange rate was 56 and 58 back then. So of course, in my mind, why would I stop now? And that's how I ended up being in entertainment industry for more than 18 years. And now, on hindsight, I wish I took courses like music, theater, dance, or communications, because eventually I became a host, or clothing technology from UP. How I wish that I majored in those kinds of courses. It was never an option for me when I was in high school because it's not a safe job. There's no money there. There is money anywhere if you excel in it. Anywhere! There's money in dancing, singing, cooking, video games, computer programming, Instagramming, TikToking, YouTubing, modeling. If you excel in your field, the money will always follow. There was only one person who ever gave an unconventional advice about career, and it was my English teacher in high school, Miss Yabiabin. May she rest in peace. Her reaction when I said, I'm taking public administration, Miss Yabiabin, her reaction was like, why? Why such a waste? You should be like Rosana Roses. I was in shock. That coming from a teacher of a very conservative school was like a joke to me. So I treated it as such. I thought it was such a riot what she was saying. And I should have listened to that shocking advice from Miss Yabiabin. Miss Yabiabin, you were right. But here I am. I am now like Rosana Roses. I guess a more conservative one. Or not. Sometimes I really am her on stage. So here's the theoretical parenting advice that I would like to impart to you, having taken away some lessons in that experience of my life. If and when I am a parent, I will observe what my child is good at. I will study my child. What is he good at? What is he weak at? What are his hobbies and interests? What makes him happy? And that is what I will encourage him to pursue. The path of his hobbies and interests and strengths, not the opposite, not his weaknesses. Math was my weakness, my kryptonite, and yet I was encouraged to live a life highlighting my weakness. It doesn't make sense, right, if you say that out loud. And yet to my brilliant, well-meaning, smart father, it made perfect sense to him back then. You as parents might be making those errors without even realizing it because it doesn't feel like an error protecting your child. If I continued on in that path where math was, the path of math, then I would have been really unhappy versus the life that I lead now of half work and half play. And isn't that essentially what we all just want for me, theoretical children? Happiness? Happiness brought about by a career he or she is flourishing in. Happiness to get to do a job that he loves every single day of his life. Versus the unhappiness of a child dragging his feet to work every day, dreading waking up every morning, and always having to struggle with his weakness. Your child wishing that he was constantly doing something else. Dread or happiness? What do we want for our children? It's a very obvious choice, right? It's like the easiest choice to make if you're a parent, to want your children's happiness. But it's very hard to follow through with that choice because all the parents want is to protect their children from financial struggles, which they think unconventional jobs will give their children. But parents, look around you. The pandemic has shown us that there is no such thing as financial stability or security. There is no safe zone. So knowing that there is absolutely no safe zone in this world, why not choose the happy zone? Might as well find your children's happy place instead of their safe zone because it doesn't exist. Take it from an artist with an E, who is not Beyonce, but who leads a very comfortable life without the financial assistance of her parents. I continue to dream big and work towards my goals, and I look forward to achieving them because I love what I do. I look forward to pushing myself to the very maximum that I can. It's a challenge, it's not a burden. So although we might consider it a mistake for my dad to encourage me towards my weaknesses instead of my strengths, he did not block my path either when I started to pursue my happiness in a different path. He let me be. So in that aspect, Papa, you still rock. I still give you a 65 out of 100. Pasang awa. in your parenting. I'm just kidding. I give you a 105 out of 100. Hello. Bobo talaga sa math. And I don't blame you, Papa. Don't feel hurt. You lived in the prehistoric era. Just kidding. You were trying your best with the resources that you have now. Parents nowadays, we have the internet for learning better parenting skills, for broadening our minds. And parents, you have to be realistic and you have to be observant of the world around you. Nowadays, it's not the same place as during my dad's era. The world is so much faster now, more demanding. It has opportunities, but it also presents greater stress to our children's mental well-being. Guide him to a life that will bring him more joy than stress. I know all you want is your child's happiness. I know your intentions are good, but the road to hell is paved with good intentions, so it's not enough. If your child has non-conventional talents or non-traditional skills, allow those to shine while giving him a good foundation of discipline, work ethics, integrity, and the money will surely follow. The money will always follow when there is passion for your work. And there will only be passion for your work if you don't dread going to it. There you have it, everybody. To all of my parents and non-parents watching this, I hope that tickled your thoughts a little. You know, if it wasn't provoking any thoughts, I'm fine as long as it tickled your thoughts a little. And to my mom and my dad, my papa and my mama, who did such an excellent job raising this one, despite me seemingly criticizing their parenting, I am not. I am so grateful you were my parents. I'm so grateful that you wanted what's best for me, what you thought was best for me. And thank you so much for allowing me to pursue my passions, even if it doesn't align with yours. I'm still grateful. I get to do a job that I love every single day. And I get to live with passion. And I get to live with happiness. Look how dramatic I am. This is the arts that you ignored before. O, diba? The Best Actress Award. Sabi ko sa inyo, I'm so good at what I do. I'm just overwhelmed with gratitude because they still allowed me to pursue something that they were so afraid of. Because I guess they trusted me, that they have laid a good enough foundation that hindi ako mapapariwara with the kind of industry that I chose to be in. Papa, because of your hard work and diligence, I learned through your example to be hardworking as well. And Mama, because you're so not conservative and so fun-loving, I absorbed all of that. So now I'm an entertainer. I got my entertaining side from you. It wasn't from Papa. He's an accountant. I mean, come on. So thank you, Mama and Papa. I love you so much. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Please don't forget to stay safe and sane. Bye! They don't allow us to watch TVs. They only TVs. Isa lang ang TV mo. There you have it, everybody. There you have it, everybody. There you have it, Ano ba? What do you want to say? And that is what is important. And that is what is important. There is and that is what is important. Why do I keep saying important?